Hi-ho peeps. I'm standing here at the main overlook as you're driving up the mountain, and you can see that all the plants in the overlook burned. As I turn in this direction, you'll see that the fire came down right to the main freeway here, or highway here. This is Highway 168 that we're looking at. It is still very, very smoky. Smoke's going to be a problem for a while. Okay, so now we're turning on to Upper Auberry Road. That this entire basin has burned. Everything down in there. I don't know how many acres it was. It was quite a large area, and it's just completely gone. Grant and I Grant was talking about how he'd never been able to see the actual terrain of this area because of all the trees. Now that the trees are gone, you can actually see the lay of the land, which feels kind of weird to actually be able to see it. That wasn't. No. Was that Jose Basin Road back there? No. I can't even tell where the road is, where you're supposed to turn to get down the... Are you sure we didn't just pass it?
I'm not sure. I was watching this sign.
Yeah, I think maybe we just passed the turnoff. I didn't see it because there's no sign there anymore. Yeah, we passed it. Yeah. And now our friend, well, you can see all these houses are gone up in here as we're driving by. My friend Matt, our friend Matt, lives in one of these houses that didn't burn. I don't think we've come to his yet. But, you know. Yeah. Okay. So there's a burnt out car right there. I think we need to do this. Yeah, the turnoff was so I mean, with all the burn of the turnoff, I couldn't even tell that that's where we were supposed to turn. So anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my turn and make it safely, then I'll make some more videos. Well, we're down in the bottom of the basin now where Grant's brother's house was, and also a place called the Music Farm. And you see, center screen, there's a bunch of debris. That's the foundation of the Music Farm building. It was huge. It was almost 10,000 square feet, 3 stories, really neat place. Yeah, this is all Matt's stuff right here. Yeah. And my mom's car's right over there. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh man, cleaning this up is gonna be a nightmare. All of that metal. Oh my God. This is gonna be crazy. No, I mean, it's going to cost a fortune just to drag all this stuff down the hill.
And junk it.
And yeah, and sell it for scrap or whatever. You know what I could do? I could have Matt drag all these old hulks down to Marshall Station and we could use it as a fence. Keep people from driving through. God, wouldn't that be a trip? Wouldn't the neighbors hate that? Okay, this is George's place right here. So Matt and George had adjoining properties. Yeah. No, actually, that's not such a bad idea. To have them drag all of these funky old cars, the really old, funky, cool ones, drag them all back to Marshall Station, and we could put a row of them across that thing, and then a row of them on the other side, and then just put in gates. That'd show them.
I wonder if he would give it to you.
Well, I think if Grant drug them back, yeah. I think it would tickle Matt. I think something like that might actually appeal to him. He's got a really great sense of humor. I didn't really know him very well until Grant moved his stuff. And then I got to know him a little bit better. I always liked him, but he's really funny and sweet, a nice guy, just a nice guy. And to have all this happen to him is just, or to anybody. But when it's somebody you know and you like, it really hurts. And there we have a smoldering and it's probably the roots. They probably have roots down in there that are smoldering. So, yeah. I was reading that a lot of these trees that burned, especially the big ones, their roots are still burning and could be burning for quite a while, like weeks. And so they were like, if you get out, don't go near the edges of the trees because you could fall into the pit of hell, basically. So, yeah. This is Stevenson Creek. You can see there's a little water down in there. This is an area, it was a wonderful area full of, well, it used to be a bunch of apple trees. Most of them are gone, although there were a few back up in there. Grant and I used to come once a year here to pick blackberries, apples, and walnuts. There was a huge walnut tree back in there too. We had some friends that lived up on your side of the car there, on the right, and they were named the Dows, and they had this gorgeous house that he built. Beautiful thing, not real big, but all kinds of neat handmade tiles and beautiful window, like lots of windows. There was a lot of light. Kind of had a 1970s wang to it. It was such a cool place. And well, we just came to a fork in the road, and I don't know if we're going in the right direction. Oh well, I guess we'll know when we get there. Anyway, those people had a gorgeous home, and the wife had passed away a while back, and I think he had passed too, or had moved into town, something. So they didn't have to experience this together. Okay, so that pink that you see on the trees and the mailbox and everything, that's all fire retardant. We are on Jose Basin Road heading towards home. We will pass the casino after a bit, and you can see that they really laid a lot of fire suppression. I mean, look at how pink those trees are. It's kind of a pretty color, almost that rose gold color. Anyway, you can really see how they worked hard to keep this area free of flames. If they hadn't, it would have burned up this hill and over into the town of Auberry. And so you can really see how they were planning to keep the fire from jumping the road. And this line of fire retardant goes for quite a while. I'm not even sure when it stops, but I wanted you to see the color of the fire retardant. Yeah, I just wanted to say something as we're driving through this area. This is one of my magic spots. This is one of the places I come to pick herba santa and wildflowers, bay leaves. You know, there's lots of stuff that grows in this area that I wildcraft, and this area was more or less saved. We've noticed a lot of bay trees, still nice and green. They didn't, the flames didn't get this far. And this is the road I like to take when I'm looking for things, looking for plants. So I'm so happy that one of my magic places is still here, because so much of them are gone. Especially on the other side of this hill, through the area where Grant used to live. Just, like I showed you, it was just miles of driving through nothing but ashes. So I really can't tell you how happy I am to see all of this greenery still here. And go over a little bridge, and it just makes me happy. And very few things seem to make us happy these days. You can grab your happiness where you can find it.